You said at the start, Prof, that you were worried that this might have serious consequences for the system of government. What kind of consequences are you talking about?
I say impeachment is part of checks and balances. No? It's a way of addressing abuses of power by certain government officials. Parang kung if all the commentaries are correct, then we have, if the Supreme Court derailed the Constitution, as you said, if they had actually made it impossible to file impeachment cases in the future, then that's a serious consequence, no? Because we have removed one of the most effective ways dapat of making these officials accountable for their actions. Eh ngayon, hindi na alam ng mga tao kung magagawa nila, no? Just the mere just addressing all the new requirements. And again, these requirements seem to have no constitutional anchor. Parang nakaka-discourage.
Tapos sir, I'm a bit confused kasi ang desisyon ng Senado magbubutuhan sila sa August 6 dito sa desisyon ng Korte Suprema. So kung ganun, I suppose the presumption is that the Senate is going to decide whether or not to obey the Supreme Court. Kasi hindi going to vote it.
But technically, hindi pa tapos yung case, di ba? Kasi magpa-file ng motion for reconsideration. So merong leeway, di ba? There's some space to suggest that the trial should proceed. Except that and they don't have the votes, I think. Hindi pa legal yung issue dyan eh. Legally, can they do it? Yes, because the case has not been decided with finality. So pwede pa. But on the other hand, I'm not even sure they have enough votes to begin the trial.
Yeah, there's also that.
That's the other thing. So what's the recourse for ordinary citizens now? Because if as you say, suddenly there's all these processes and rules around impeaching public officials, which of course is the highest penalty for a sitting official if they've abused their position. What can people do? What's the recourse at this point?
Well, the other remedies are being pursued. No? Kaya nga may motion for reconsideration. I think for many of those who want to intervene, it is right na unlikely na ma-reverse. It is for the record, no, that we are objecting to the interpretation ng Supreme Court. Now, failing that, technically, there's always impeachment ng justices. Kaya lang,
maraming sira.
impeach mo yung, let's say ma-impeach mo yung 13, you have to. You cannot just pick the ponente kasi hindi naman yan decision ni Justice Leonen eh.
Yeah.
That is a decision of the entire court. Pag na-impeach mo sila, sinong magta-try sa kanila? Yung Senate. The Senate is so grateful for what the Supreme Court did.
Yeah.
Because they removed this burden of dismissing the case, di ba? From the Senate, and the Supreme Court did it for them. So, again, kahit na may legal remedy tayo, and the remedy is impeachment, it is unlikely that they will be removed or be found guilty by the Senate, assuming a trial is held. Magkakaroon pa yan ng complication kasi if you impeach the justices tapos may constitutional question, sino magde-decide?
Pero di ba, kung sakaling ma-impeach, mag-a-appoint ang presidente ng mga bago?
No, because impeachment, hindi pa siya na-remove.
Hindi. Kung halimbawa, theoretically, ma-convict sila sa Senate, then the president can appoint a new set of justices.
Yes.
Pwede kasi yung impeachment can just be symbolic. Para lang ipakita sa Supreme Court na hindi kayo untouchable.
Kaya.
Exactly. Yung political statement, no? Pwedeng statement yan na we disagree with what you said to the point na impeach namin kayo. So legally that can be done.
Mas less of a constitutional crisis kasi yung impeachment kesa dun sa hindi mo susundin yung desisyon ng Supreme Court. Diba, mas pupunta yun sa constitutional crisis eh. Sasabihin halimbawa ng ng Senate o ng House na hindi namin kayo susundin, yun ang constitutional crisis. Pero kung halimbawa, as a political statement, i-impeach namin kayo. Ang audience namin, hindi naman ang Senate. Ang i-audience namin yung tao. Just to emphasize a point, yon hindi pupunta sa constitutional crisis.
Hindi, because even if you carry out the impeachment process, that's the point. You followed the Constitution.
Yes.